Hello, children. Today I spent about 2 hours on my hands and knees sucking dick. Not sucking dick. No, I was running cable in my theatre in which I work to run sort of behind a load of seats and up the auditorium and snake around the place, and fuck me, that took a little while. I just tried to record a video and hadn't deleted the last video, so I ended up breaching the video minutes time in not long time at all. So I'm a little bit stilted in my thought process, but yeah, I've been laying this cable all afternoon. It hadn't occurred to me how fucking monotonous it would be starting out, but I got to about 50 or 60 metres worth of cable, realised I still had like 80 or 90 metres left to go, and I was sat there going, Jesus Christ, I've been here an hour, I'm bored as balls. It's for a hearing loop, for people who have hearing aids to be able to hear stuff that goes on. I've got a couple of cheap, shitty little microphones that I can use to test it. But we've got grants in to get various facilities in for people with various disabilities. One of those disabilities being deaf, the other being, a wheelchair accessible toilet. So, that's my job, is to fit and install and utilise this hearing loop going into our auditorium, so that people can hear talks and stuff and plays and whatever on stage, and they can also be deaf. So, yay. And it's just really simple stuff. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, it's really simple. It's running a load of cable, plugging it in, sticking a microphone into the amplifier, turning it all on, and just letting it happen. And then you stick your hearing loop to your hearing aid. It's a hearing loop. You put your hearing aid to T, and then you can pick it up. I have no idea what any of the symbols mean or how the science of it works. It works with magnetism somehow. Fuck if I know. I used to lay quite a lot of cable. Coming into this job, there wasn't a lot of facility that there is now there. I was the one to run cables so that we could have a powered speaker backstage so that the actors could hear what's going on stage. Recently, in the last month or two, I'd been running cable to show video as well. And to piggyback on that, I would also be putting audio through that, because having powered audio through the trunking means that it gets picked up on absolutely everything. And being the techie that I am now, and having the experience that I am now, trying to eliminate technical on devices is just, it's hell. It's absolutely hellish. So that's been my life, and at the moment as well, I'm taking out various cables that currently have no use, and they don't serve any kind of purpose, and they've just kind of been there to hold defunct boxes and various sources of cable power and all that nonsense. So, yeah, I haven't done it in quite a while, and it's probably because I haven't been running cable for quite a long while that I kind of got to it and thought, oh, this is taking forever. So yeah, we've got a fun evening ahead actually. Just kind of clearing up a bit, and then eating some really terrible food and watching some really terrible TV on E4, and yeah, catching up on some TV that over the last couple of days I've missed out on. Yes, and if I get some time after we've watched terrible television, I am going to record some more of the album Sphinx, because that's coming along quite nicely. I'm just laying down the guitar overdubs now, at this point in its lifetime. At some point I'll get back onto Music to Mars as well, because there's 2 songs I've still yet to really work on. We were talking today, as an off-cut of a chat that I've had with the band lately about TV. And I used to know this guy. He was my old technical manager. Excuse me while I cross my legs and do the ladylike thing. My old technical manager, who said that he didn't have an aerial. He had a TV that was hooked up to a DVD player and to a laptop, but he never, watched television. And every now and then he'd have people coming over from the BBC asking to pay his television licence, and he'd just turn them away. watching a TV. Yeah. And the singer of my band doesn't have an aerial going into his place. He's got a TV, he's got a DVD player, but he doesn't watch TV. And if he does, he watches it with friends or partners just to kind of veg out as a social activity. And I was thinking about it. Had it not been for my marriage, I wouldn't watch TV. Because to be honest, I have YouTube. Everything I want to watch is on YouTube. TV doesn't do the kind of stuff that I like to watch. So, we were talking on the way home, my wife and I, about the differences between us, as often you do in marriage, because there are differences. You can't just be, oh, I like the things you do, I like the things you do too, let's get married. No, life doesn't work like that. We have differences. I watch TV as, a social activity. If it wasn't for my wife watching TV, I wouldn't watch TV. I would sit all the time and fucking write music and watch YouTube videos, and, I'd basically do my TV watching through YouTube. Or what she does, though, is she doesn't work from home. Her hobbies as such aren't as wild or intrinsic as music or like really intense works of art or anything. She occasionally likes to sew or do crafty projects or, paint by numbers or small watercolour things or whatever, small projects that take money to do, a little bit of time, and they're done by the end of it. And she was saying that most of the time anyway, she loves having noise on. But it's because if she needs to get some work done, she'll go to work and do it. She volunteers at the same place I work, so it's quite an open environment, if you haven't guessed already. And so that's funny, because her idea of home is just somewhere to just kick back and just switch off and just really enjoy your time there. And my idea of home is, okay, I'm home now, I'm going to write music, I'm going to be really comfortable in where I'm working, and I'm going to work from home as well, I'm going to do all this stuff, and it's really productive. And she doesn't do that just because she doesn't want to, because her hobbies, as such, are much less of a time sink kind of thing. And that's where she comes from watching TV, and that's where I come from watching TV. I watch it as a social thing. Really interesting view, because I'd never thought about it. I don't understand how other people watch TV or what their habits are, just because I've never thought about it, and I don't think many people have. It's kind of given that most homes will have a TV. Most families will sit at home and they'll watch TV. Fine, but it's not for me. So what are your views on the subject? Let me know in the comments below. So that's my day. And tomorrow is much the same. It's possibly a rehearsal tomorrow. Apparently our drummer's quite ill and he just didn't want to do anything today, so power to him. We'll pull a gig tomorrow. No, the gig is on Saturday, not tomorrow. Shit. We'll pull that out somehow. We always do. And if we don't rehearse tomorrow, we'll just have a quick run through the new material during sound check. Make sure we're all good. Get pissed, perform, have a good night. Sweet. Something in my eye. Probably a sign I should go. Love you, Lems. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Something on the podcast.